He's
And I
laughing
get
at
it.
my misery, folks. He's laughing
But,
at my misery.
but the good thing, Kyle, again, silver lining is you're sick now, but not in 2 weeks.
That is very true. Very true. And
Look at the
it's crazy to
positive.
think it's crazy to think that in 2 weeks we're going to be on our way down. Well, we'll already be there. And what time is it? 9:30. We'll be sitting at the Orleans Arena watching the WCC title game, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So. Welcome everybody to another episode of No Sauce with John and Kyle. And tonight you're probably going to see a lot of gloating from my good friend who lives about 5 minutes away from me, because there was a pretty big win in college basketball tonight. So we'll get to that in a minute. I hate being sick. I'm not going to lie. Like, it sucks.
It does.
I'm under the weather. Heather and I had some stomach bug today. I don't know if it's food poisoning or what, but I'm going on fumes right now. So I just wanted to throw that out there tonight.
Yeah.
You laugh. I know where you're going with that fume stuff.
It sucks. It sucks. Like, it seems like since we got back from Orlando in over a month ago, we've just consistently been sick, congested, whatnot. We haven't had any like stomach bug issues stuff, but it's just all been like sinus congestion and stuff, to the point where I couldn't breathe for a couple days out of my nose, and it just felt like a balloon or something was lodged up there, and anytime I tried to breathe through my nose, it was just added pressure. So I get you, and I laugh just because one of these days life is going to be somewhat easy. Until then, all you could do is laugh. But here's a good thing.
He's not
Silver
laughing
lining.
at me being in pain and it being easy. He's laughing at my comment that I'm running on fumes because he went somewhere else with that, or he was going somewhere else with that.
No, I actually
wasn't on this podcast episode.
No, Kyle. I am a father of 4. I know what it's like to run on fumes, and I just laugh. I feel for you.
He's laughing at my misery, folks. He's laughing at my misery.
But the good thing, Kyle, again, silver lining is you're sick now, but not in 2 weeks.
That is very true. Very true.
Look at the positive.
It's crazy to think that in 2 weeks we're going to be on our way down. Well, we'll already be there. And what time is it? 9:30. We'll be sitting at the Orleans Arena watching the WCC title game, possibly. So,
wish it was a Big 12 title game.
They don't play in Vegas. They play in Kansas City. So
yeah,
we're not going to watch BYU. They can never make it to the WCC title game anyway, so it wouldn't have been worth the trip for BYU fans.
Yeah, but
did they ever make it to the WCC title game?
I think once or twice, but yeah, they normally would lose to like St. Mary's or
Gonzaga.
Well, yeah, of course Gonzaga. Yeah, I mean it was just what's their names? San Francisco. They'd lose to them every now and then. Like, it's just, but then there's nights like tonight that just.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them what happened tonight?
Okay.
Show people some love.
As a BYU fan, I live in a household that is somewhat divided. My wife went to Kansas State, and so I've always kind of had a thing, following the Big 12. And so BYU's joining of that conference was, it was a big to do. And everybody, had their doubts on what BYU would do this year. And, they're going to go up against the Big 12 and they're just going to fall flat on their face. And certainly there have been times where they just, couldn't rise to the occasion. But tonight, down 12 in the second half, they still They found a way to get red hot and came out, and just as people were predicting that if BYU were to win, they would win by the 3 ball. And they, sure enough, that's what they came out and did. So,
they hit 13
great win.
Three-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, great.
13 3-pointers.
Great win. Great win. So,
yeah, it's a good win. Great win.
Late foul trouble.
When was the last time a team beat Kansas at Fog Allen, like an unranked team? I think it's been a long time.
Well, I think they were saying that they were on a 19-game win streak at home. I mean, like, that's a tough place to go. It was so loud, Kyle. If you're watching the broadcast, the announcers' mics would like cut out because it was so noisy. And
Interesting.
again, the Big 12 is I don't want to take anything away from the WAC. I know you covered them a lot, but Big 12 is an animal. Like, you go into
You
these
can't
places and it's a
compare the Big
hostile
12 to the
environment.
WAC, fool.
No, I
It's
know,
not
but
even
like,
comparable. The Big 12 is the best college basketball conference in the United States of America.
agreed,
Like,
agreed. But
like
I'm just talking about the environments. The
whatever.
environments.
You were
I
there.
think
You
they're
were there
very
when Southern Utah came all the way back to beat Utah Valley last year. You were there when Utah Tech and Southern Utah went toe to toe, and Utah Tech almost
yeah,
won.
yeah,
You were there when Sharita Daughtry hit that prayer that she threw up and shot put it into the basket.
yeah.
Don't tell me that it's not exciting. Come on,
No,
now.
and I'm not saying it's not exciting. I'm just saying for BYU to go on the road to a big school like this, ranked number 7, and BYU just fell out of the top 25 because of their loss to Kansas State the other day, which again, heartbreaker because we, beat them, what, by like 10 or 12 at home.
Yeah.
And so the hope was beat Kansas State. That was going to be the easier win of that road trip. Probably lose at Kansas. And then we just flipped it. We're like, okay, we'll lose to Kansas State, who we've already beat, but we'll go beat Kansas on the road. So good
Rock
night.
Chalk Jayhawk is what BYU is singing all the way to the bus tonight out of the fog.
Yeah, I'll say this: pretty creative. Saw one of the signs in the crowd. Somebody had a picture of the of Allen Fieldhouse, drawn out on a picture board or whatever, and said, "This is our temple." Thought that was pretty clever. That was pretty
That's
clever.
awesome. That's awesome. You gotta love that. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, what do you make of all this court storming drama that we've had over the last couple of days since that Wake Duke incident?
Yeah, I mean, freak accident. I mean, how many times do you actually hear of like, players getting
We've
injured,
heard it twice
from
now with star players, Caitlin Clark and now Filipowski, or however you say the name.
yeah, yeah, but over the years.
Right.
The other thing is on the one the other night with Duke. I mean, his leg was just in the wrong. Like if you saw that aerial view, his leg was just in the wrong position. Typically when people storm the court, like people kind of stand like a statue and just let him by. But he was just legs stretched out, like I'm going to get in front of this guy.
Yep.
And I don't know. I mean, was he just trying to walk off? Was he trying to trip somebody? I don't know. I don't want to throw controversy in there that's not there, but
Oh, you're throwing it already.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's certainly, I was watching one of the rundown shows the other day, and they were saying, okay, yeah, all you do is just lock the doors, and everybody that's on that floor, you write them all up, and you essentially arrest them all.
Oh
And
my gosh.
it's like that's a little overboard. Okay, they're college students. They was a big win. How do you like that's what makes
Look,
college basketball so amazing is these
but it's not
late
just
season
college
wins.
basketball, like it's college football where they rush the field
Same
too. Like,
same thing, yeah. Like
I mean, my thing is this whole locking them in and making them pay a fine and making that dude like get the
Yep.
heck out of here with that garbage.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah,
come to
now
the game to enjoy the environment, to support their team, and to celebrate it with them after a big win. Is there things that could be done to minimize, risk to student athletes outside of completely not letting fans run on the floor? Yes.
yeah.
But that's between the university and the event staff that they have to be ready for that. They have to know who is coming in to their arena and the
And what the
possibility that
implications
there
are of a
could be a
win. Yeah,
court storming.
exactly.
Especially if you're paying attention to the game, you have the staff ready to go where they can go out, stand in front of the student section with a rope or something. And then as soon as the team, the road team loses and they get off the floor, you give them that 10, 15-second window to get off the floor.
Then
Let it
you let them
go.
start.
Like
Yeah, that's
that
100% on the
I
university
think somebody said
event
it, one
staff.
of the
Yeah.
ESPN guys said, you should fine, the schools $1 million. Like, are you kidding me with
Why?
that?
Now,
What's the point
well,
of that?
I will say this: the school, and just as you said, the school and the event staff, they are liable for that. So if somebody gets injured, like let's just say, heaven forbid, that's a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the school and the event staff should face some sort of liability there, right?
Well, here's
Because
the
it's
kicker. Sorry, here's the kicker.
no, go
Caitlin
ahead.
Clark on that rushing, I think it was Nebraska that beat them.
Hmm.
And, Nebraska fans stormed the court, and Caitlin Harper got, not Caitlin Harper, Caitlin Clark, excuse me,
Mark. Yep.
got bumped, got knocked over, whatever video angle you want to look at. And everybody was, thinking, oh, she's hurt, that student needs to blah, 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 they need to ban all this. And she was playing the next game without any hiccups, and she went on to break
Exactly.
the, women's scoring record. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. When did Duke play last? Did they play already tonight or last night or something?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Let's check that out, because it'll be very interesting to see if he played recently. ACC. Duke did not play today. They did not play yesterday. They don't play till Wednesday. They don't play till tomorrow. So if we see him out on the floor at Cameron Indoor Stadium, is everybody
Yeah.
going to be blowing a gasket and saying, oh, well, it still was wrong? Like, let's put it this way. If it was BYU and Utah Valley, like it was 2 years ago, would people be screaming from the rooftops that it needs to stop?
No.
Right? Same with like when BYU's done it when they beat nationally ranked team. So like I get that there has to be stuff in place to be safe, but don't take it away from the.
Yeah. Well, and I think just like storming, a football field, do it safely.
Yep.
Find some way of helping usher the losing team and their staff off off the field or off the court
Right.
safely. And as well, those people that are storming the court, don't be going and stealing other people's, like we've seen videos of like them stealing football helmets or water bottles or tearing down the goalposts. Like, for me, that has no place. I don't see why you would do that. Those are the things where it's like, kids, you're in college, go rush the field, go rush the court when your team wins an enthusiastic game or a competitive game like that, right? But do so responsibly, plain and simple.
Well, the other thing too is they have to figure out where teams will enter the court or the field, because a lot of these arenas and a lot of these fields, the teams go to the same place, right? Like, what was that, 2008 or 9, whenever BYU beat Utah in overtime, at Villa Stadium. Max Hall threw that pass to Dennis Pitta to win the game, or Andrew George to win the game. And, BYU fans rushed the field.
Yes, we
and
did.
The good news is
that
Utah was able to go to their tunnel, which was kind of away from where all the students were running onto the field.
Yeah.
Because
it's located in the northwest corner. That's where Utah. Yeah, that's where their locker room is. And most of the student section, we were sitting in the south end zone. So we had to rush all the way across the field, because that's also where Utah picked the end zone to be. So,
but it worked out that they didn't have to go all the way back across the field to the southeast and tunnel to go to their locker room, right in the middle of the student section. So that's another thing that they have to consider is, where are we having teams come out of their locker room, through the tunnels? Tennessee was that same way at Neyland Stadium. They have one tunnel.
That's it.
It's just that's something logistically they got to look at. But I don't think we ban court stormings. I really don't. I don't, or field rushing.
No, and it's especially with how rare.
Minimize risk, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is schools and event staffs just need to step up and minimize that risk. Once everybody's clear, then event staff, get the heck out of there. Just go watch the tunnels to make sure that kids aren't trying to sneak back, back into the locker rooms and stuff. But let the kids have fun. I mean, how often are you in college, and how often do you get to see a big win like that?
Well, you're more invested in college than you are a professional sport, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's more to it. There's just
But how awesome would that be though? If the in Vegas, the Raiders beat the Chiefs and then just have that whole mob storm in the field. How awesome would that be?
that would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Oh, good
Oh,
times.
so funny story. Funny story for tonight. Um, long work day. I get done work and I'm walking out of my office to go upstairs, and I hear my wife just coming unglued at one of my kids. I walk up the stairs and he just has the most like I'm getting ripped into look on his face, and I'm just kind of peeking up. I'm halfway up the stairs,
Go
just
Mary.
peeking up, and apparently what had happened was my 8-year-old's day for dishes, and he asked his sister, like, "Hey, can you come help me with the dishes?" And she said, "Well, yesterday when it was my day for dishes and I asked for help, you didn't want to help me." And so my wife said something, like, "Well, Blythe, she is right." And he goes, "You're not a part of this conversation." And she was like,
Oh
"Excuse
no.
me? Excuse me?"
Oh
And he's
no.
like, "I was talking to myself." And he knew he was busted. And
Oh,
it was
Blythe,
over
buddy.
over the just the
Wow.
little smallest thing, but just how apparently it was just so quick that like it wasn't like a wait 5-10 seconds. It was like a mom, you're not even part of this conversation. So like it's
Wow.
an A and
So
B conversation. So see your way out.
he even said with attitude, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes,
That's funny.
he
The kids say the darndest things these days.
they
That was a
do.
great show back in the day. It
Oh yeah,
was a great show.
with what's his name? Mr. I'll slip something in your drink.
Yeah, we don't need to go there.
Mhm.
We don't need to go there. Man, two
We'll just
weeks.
stick
Vegas.
2 weeks. Yep. I'm stoked. Unfortunately, I've got to, I'm going to work most of the time, but I am excited to get out and enjoy relaxing a little bit in the evenings. It'll be kind of my last little vacation before baseball season officially starts. I mean, we're practicing and stuff, but
Nice.
yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm
The
excited.
slow pitch softball starts Wednesday, a week from
That it,
tomorrow.
that it
In
does.
Orem.
Yeah, and
It's
I
going to
just
be
got
nice and cold. I'm probably sure that I'm going to get a message from John. Oh, I can't make it. I can't make it.
listen, right now I am
It's supposed to be
slated to go
39
play.
degrees next Wednesday.
I even
You
had a
what?
I even had a conversation with my other team that I've played for the last couple of years. They're like, "Hey, season starts next week. Games are on Thursday." And I was like, "That?" So they're not even
They
in
moved
the
to
same
Thursday, huh?
apparently. And so
Hmm.
I use that as a reason, number one, because on baseball season, that's when most of our games are played, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm not gonna be able to make it. So I was like, dude, don't count on me. Like if I'm free, yeah, I'll try to come, I'll try to join, but Wednesday nights work best for me. So I've got my buddy who's asked me to come play. Finally, they find apparently
Is your
they're in
friend
that.
on your Facebook?
Say that again,
See,
Kyle. You
my
got to get
internet sucks. My
your.
internet
Mm-hmm.
sucks. It just froze up.
Yep.
I pay
You got to.
$115 a month for internet, and I do not get the speeds. Yes, this is a little rant here as part of our episode, and I do not get the speed that I am paying for. Never,
Are,
ever.
are you plugged directly into your
No,
router?
not right now. I was, but it was just as bad. It
So
kept
you're
going
on
in and out.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, now I'm on Wi-Fi.
Okay. Do you
So
have
it's
like
just
do you have additional like satellites and like routers, or are you just using the router that's built into your modem?
so I use the router and I plug it into an adapter that goes into the power cord where the wire is for the router, that you can connect that way through the power lines.
Yeah.
And then I connect it into my computer. But it's like my speed should be just fine that way. They say that I have too many devices, and it's like I'm not streaming anything. I'm sure Heather, because she doesn't feel good, is asleep. So this is the only thing. I'm not even streaming this. I'm just recording.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is. And, like I'm grateful I have internet. I'm grateful I have this chance to talk to my good friend John. I'm gonna be relaxed. Goose Fraba. But it's
Goose Fraba.
it's
Serenity
frustrating.
now.
Again, it
Serenity
says
now.
right now, it says connection is unstable. What in the
Jeez.
world?
That's crazy, man.
Anyways, that's my rant for the night. Sorry.
It's a good rant. It's a good
Yeah.
rant.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I took that Monday. I took like the majority of the Monday off. I got a couple meetings in the morning at 10 to, but 10:30 on Monday, I'm off for the rest of the week. Woo woo!
nice.
And I have to get a present for Cooper because his birthday is on the Sunday that we're driving home. Or no, not the Sunday. It's on semifinal Friday on the 15th. So,
Dang, you're missing your kid's birthday? Ugh, not a good look, buddy.
it's just unfortunate, of when this
I
tournament happens. So
I hear you. I hear you. What
it's gonna be fun.
two junior jazz games left, buddy.
I know. He plays at Coop plays at noon on Saturday and 8 in the morning next Saturday. So
Dang.
yeah. He's kind of mad about it too. Like he thought it would go longer. So
yeah. Well, okay,
I
so
don't know if
did
I
you
could
ever
take
hear
much more
about
of just watching him run up and down the floor and not really pay attention. So
Yeah. My 8-year-old just kind of stood there the other day while his guy was just like running around, but the other team would never pass to the guy he was guarding. So I think he just was like, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna stand here.
yeah.
Hey, did you ever get like the notification for junior jazz tickets this year? Or
We
like
said like
jazz
they were
game
supposed
tickets?
to have him on the 27th or 28th. So I don't know what that's all about. But hopefully we get him on Saturday at that game. But guess we'll see.
Yeah, so the way
Not
that they've
that
done
I
it in
could
the
take Cooper
past
to a
is
game because he wouldn't sit still anyways. So
yeah, the way that they did it in the past is they gave us like a virtual voucher of sorts, and then you just go on and like select your tickets
maybe they did that and I
online. And
just deleted it somewhere and it's been in my spam or something like that. So
well, I haven't seen it at all, and I'm one of the coaches, so I would assume
you
that
coach
I get.
basketball. All
I
5, 6 of you coaches basketball.
listen. I babysit basketball. That's what I do.
Wow.
And dude, these are 8-year-olds, dude. I tower over every
They're
single one of
taller
them.
than you are.
No, they're not. Shut your mouth.
It's close. It's close.
Dude, I'm missing the Hawks Jazz game that weekend that we're gone. Quality matchup.
Poor little thing. You get to watch
Quality
a bunch
matchup.
of college basketball games for free in a free hotel room, and you get to go to stores and play golf and rub it in my face that you and Rob are going to play golf on Saturday morning. Shut up! Don't complain to me about you missing a Jazz game.
I know. Well, it's sad, but luckily my wife's going to take.
It's sad. They're
our
not even
daughter.
good.
I know. It was sarcasm. I said, "Oh man, it's a quality matchup." But then that Monday, the Monday after we get back, I got to go to the Timberwolves game.
Oh, nice.
See little Rudy return to the Delta Center. Might wear my Rudy Gobert jersey. So should be good. Should be good. Hey, question about Vegas. When in your brilliant schedule are you set for us to go to Giordano's? That's tradition.
Ooh.
Tradition, dude.
That's a good question. Because we're going to Gordon Ramsay in the afternoon of Saturday before the men's game or the early evening, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Ooh. We may have to do it like.
I was going to say there's one of two options. Either we don't do it, or the other option is Friday night after Rob lands, I pick him up, we drop his stuff off, then all of us go and it's like a late Giordano's.
How late is Giordano's open?
I don't know. It's a Friday night, so I would assume.
Wow. You're going to ask me a question, then you're not going to be prepared?
Well, knowing you and knowing how much you love this place, I would have expected you to have already known that and like had that in your plans.
I do love this place. It's good. It's deep dish pizza. Who doesn't love deep dish pizza?
So it says, do we want the one on the strip, right?
The hours it closed. The one on the strip closes at midnight. Or
Yeah, the other one closes
on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go after the men's game, I guess. That should be all right. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it works. That works. So there we go. Rob, you're probably not watching, or if you don't see this, Rob, I'm gonna be disappointed. But prepare to land, Uber to the hotel, and then we'll all go grab some pizza.
Yep. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. 100%. So,
So what else? What
yeah.
else is going on?
Not a really, just like I said, not feeling great. Heather's not feeling great. I think I'm running a fever, maybe a little bit. Kind of warm. Maybe it's because I'm in this hoodie and like fleece pants, but
Well, and that hat's probably cutting the circulation off to your dome.
eat me, bite me. They just signed Cody Bellinger to an $80 million contract. So I told you those lines that we were talking about on one of these podcast episodes
Yeah.
were based on whether or not he was going to sign with the Cubs. Now
Yeah.
they've increased from 180 to 140. So now they're even more of a favorite to win the NL Central.
Well, good.
Boom.
The easiest division in all of baseball.
Oh,
You guys better win. If not, shame.
Oh, we better win. Look at you guys. The
I
Dodgers
know
better win.
we better win too, but ours is at least a very competitive division.
That is not okay. It may be competitive last year, but with the roster you guys have, it shouldn't be competitive this year.
It shouldn't be. We should run away with the division. Like we should be
100%.
105, 106 wins easy on the season.
And if you don't, I'm going to call you an L7 wiener. What is it, weenie or wiener?
It's L7 loser.
L7.
What was it?
Wiener.
Loser, wannabe, whatever. Remember that back in the day?
Sandlot movie, best movie ever.
Oh, it's a good one.
Best movie ever.
Which reminds me. So, any movie requests? Because I got to get the iPad ready for our trip.
Movie requests.
That and GoPro. I'm thinking I'm going to pull a trigger on a GoPro.
You can just go for the cheaper one. That would probably work too.
The GoPro Mini or whatever for like $200.
They got new action cameras that aren't GoPros, but they're pretty good.
Are they?
I know. It's up to you. You got money, so I don't want to discourage you from showing off your money bags.
It's about consistency. Like I want a quality camera that's not going to like.
I don't want to watch a movie on our drive down. I want to talk to my friend.
We will have plenty of time to talk. We will debate. We will talk through a movie. Especially if it's just,
maybe I'll fall asleep like you do whenever you ride with me sometimes.
Dude, whenever I ride with you, we're riding back from a tournament, and I've been like middle infield running everywhere, covering everybody's behinds the whole entire tournament. And I'm speed up running for the fat guy.
That's your fault, not mine.
Well, I'm just giving you reasons why, yeah, I may be a little tuckered out when we drive.
See, I'm not like you and Rob. I don't want to sit on my phone and look at TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or whatever all the way down there.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch a movie. I want to talk to my friend.
And that's a load of crap. Because here's what you do all the time. Oh my God. Did you see that basketball score? Did you see this? Oh, look at this piece of news.
There's some things that have to be done at a certain time, okay? Leave me alone.
Yeah. Like talk to your friends or enjoy a movie.
I haven't even looked at my phone one time since we've been recording this.
Haven't you?
Not one time.
Haven't you? Those watching the video, comment below. How many times he's looked at his phone? I'm pretty sure it's at least twice.
Nope.
At
Negative,
least.
Negative.
Whatever.
Negative. I don't have any movie downloads. But if you want to, get the new Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix, I'd love to watch that. That looks pretty cool. Napoleon, yeah. It's where he's the Emperor Napoleon.
Is it already out? Like on?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can buy it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But it's expensive, so I don't know if you want to do that.
I already have Amazon Prime, so I can.
Well, you still have to buy the movie. Like you can either buy it or rent it. So.
Okay. I'll see. I'll see if the reviews are any good for me. Because I mean, as much as I, would love to watch a movie about myself, having a Napoleon complex. Dude, can I just tell you how good I feel about myself the other day when I was able to successfully change out the backup cam on my truck?
Wow.
All by myself. I felt
your warranty.
I felt like Well, it was already it already crapped the bed. I think I'm out of warranty already, man. Like, it's a
Oh,
2019. I think I'm pretty much out of the warranty, but, um, like, the seal on the camera was, like, broken or something, so it started getting condensation and fogging up. So as
mm.
much as I was trying to clean the outside, I tried all these things, like, nothing. So I, read some reviews, read some blog posts and whatnot, and people were like, "Yeah, just change it out. $100."
He's able to put
So,
his small hands and his small fingers up there and take care of it and get it fixed. Well
no.
done.
Oh, I gotta use power tools, so that felt good. You know, I got the
Oh,
drill out, the impact
so
driver.
there's that little man syndrome. Now he's using power tools. Now I think she's like the guy.
It was legit. It was legit, and I was able
Okay.
to show my kids a little bit of stuff, and they were like, "Dad, what are you doing to your truck?" And I was like, "I'm fixing it." "Oh, why don't you take it to the mechanics? The neighbor's a
You've,
mechanic.
that's
What's
you.
his
You've
name's
taught them
dad?"
that. You know that you've taught them to take it and not resolve their own
"Oh,
problems.
no. No. No, I put up my own fence. I changed out my own water heater. I painted my own house." Dude, I've done a ton of stuff, just my own, okay, by myself.
His own horn.
Yeah, well, toot toot. But yeah, no, I was able to show them, like, "Hey, guys, you can do this stuff." "What?" And then the question always comes up, "Dad, how did you learn to do this?" Well, I'm somewhat
YouTube.
resourceful. I watched YouTube. I read some blogs and stuff, and yeah, you know, took a chance. So I felt pretty good, man.
Yeah, very nice. We're driving
Put a
our
win in
truck
the
across
deck
country
home.
with my in-laws in May, so yeah, that'll be fun.
Dang. That'll
Cooper's coming
yeah,
with us, so be a fun
that'll be
trip.
good. Are you gonna
Anyways,
make
it
are you
is
gonna make fun
late.
of them? Hold on, no. Are you gonna make fun of your father-in-law if he sleeps during the trip?
No, they
Mm,
don't sleep in cars.
they don't?
Like some of
Dude,
Heather's family, they don't sleep in cars.
how?
So
Like, how?
we'll see. We don't have a long enough drive. I think the longest is 13 hours. That's on our second to last day of the trip.
Dude,
But
13 hours is a long drive.
yeah, from Kansas City to Fruita, Colorado. So through Denver, across the state of Kansas, over the those mountains in Denver, and into Grand Junction, Fruita area. So yeah,
Okay, so yeah, it's about 6, 7 hours to cross Denver. You're going across the whole state of Kansas. Have fun with that, man. Power to you.
yeah, it should be
So
fun. We're going to see a lot of historical sites and especially church history sites. So that's going to be fun. So
good.
we went with them to Maine 2 years ago. We flew out that way, but it's this way gives us more chance to stop and see things and decide how long we're going to take. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking
So
forward to it.
are you driving out there and then driving back? Or are you flying out and then renting a
No, we're
truck and coming
driving.
back?
We're leaving from Eagle Mountain, Utah,
Woo-hoo.
driving to Laramie, staying the night in Laramie, driving to Omaha, staying the night in Omaha, driving to Chicago, staying the night in Chicago, driving to Kirtland, staying the night in Kirtland or around Kirtland, and then to Palmyra for 3 nights, then to Pennsylvania, see my grandma and other places for 2 nights, and then Indianapolis for a night, and then Nauvoo for 4 nights, and then we're coming home. So
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
good times.
are you boarding the dogs, or are you just letting them roam, or
We
somebody
may have one
watching
of the
them?
boys that lives in our ward just stay at our house and take care of him. Because my
Okay. I know,
brother-in-law has a new puppy, so we don't know how Duke will respond. I really don't want to leave our other dog with my parents, for 2 weeks with, my little niece there. So
yeah,
we'll
I
see.
gotcha.
We'll see.
Well, cool. Well,
Anyways,
safe trip, man.
yeah, looking forward to 2 weeks. Maybe we'll be back next week with a new episode. We got to get better at this consistency thing. So
Two
maybe we'll
weeks in a
just
row.
record an episode on our way down to Vegas.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's why I think the GoPro is gonna
Yeah.
pan out. So,
Yeah.
do you have like Bluetooth microphones or anything like that?
I think so. I'll find them. Yeah, I think so. So
Okay,
I'll find them.
we'll
I got
figure
the
that
tech.
out.
Yeah.
You have the tech. Just don't bring your internet.
Oh my gosh. So, and on that note, we
Yes.
are going to end this episode of the No Sauce Podcast. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah. Hey, and if you're out there looking for a sporting event or concert tickets, anything like that, go to SeatGeek and use promo code.
Whack Hoops Nation on your first purchase of $50 or more to get $20 off.
Woo! Love it.
Good times.
SeatGeek.
See you later on the next episode.